Shalom and welcome back to Tableau Public Desktop. Today we want to do one more worksheet and one dashboard, our first dashboard of the workbook number 4. Thank God I had a better week, by the way. Now no more bike, but an e-scooter. Parking spot is my apartment. Hallelujah. Lord, your glory. Amen. All right, our first worksheet is going to be a map today. As I said before, we are doing one worksheet and then our first dashboard, because this workbook is going to be containing multiple dashboards, etc. Anyway, we are going to do our first dashboard today, a simplest one compared to the one we performed before in the I hope you remember in the second workbook, the part 7, the tutorial part 7, we performed, a more completed dashboard. This time is going to be a more simple one. This is where we stopped last time. I hope you remember our sales status met or not met, profit discount this time, with our parameters here, the first and the second. And I think I just changed the shading color. This time is the red for our view. Now we can start our new worksheet. First we start with the worksheet, so I click here to open one, and this time this one is going to be called, let's edit it, Control A, let's put that in the middle. I'm going to center that, and I think it's good like this. Okay, this is our title, Sales of US States Map. Let's change the title by the tab here, by the status area also. Now let's start with, we are going to get the states. We want the state, so we get that in the filter. We want all of them, okay. In the color shelf, inside the marks. Okay, now that we have the states, let's get the sales. We are going to get them in inside the labels. Let's go by show me, and we're going to choose this map. So we have a good map right here created, and this is what we want. We want to see the sales of the different states, the sales by color. So here we have the population. By the way, we can already correct here if you want to, edit your title. Like here, I'm going to get 2025, because we have some forecast in here. So we can put here 2025 population, for instance. And here we have the sum of the sales, and here we have the colors. So the darker, the bigger sales. But if we don't like that type of colors, we can just, format. We can format this legend. By the way, I'm going to bold everything here, make it maybe a little bigger, like this, and same thing here. I'm gonna make it a little bigger like this. All right, so, and the best thing is to let me close right here. When we go by map, we have more options. We can go by the background layers, and here we have many options, you see. So I'm going to keep outdoors, and here if we can see background layer, you can repeat the background. You can keep it as default. I'm going to leave the population, the states here, and here the temperatures. I'm going to keep that temperature diverging colors. What else can we do? There are other options here. So if you want the base, you can also have the streets, you can have the country. Me, I checked everywhere to have the water labels, etc. These are the options. So, and you can make it default, so that all the time you will create a map, you will have the same, layout. Once you're done with the background layers, you can just close, and here we can edit the color. For instance, let's edit the color. Yes, here. How about we take something else like sunrise, sunset? So the darker, the bigger are the numbers, and You see, you have many options. You can shoot whatever you want here, and you have here even a box advanced, but I'm going to keep it simple. So these are the colors, and what we're going to do here is we're going to make it, we go by the option and we choose here so that we can make it dynamic, and we can move the map inside. And here I don't see the label right, so we can go by the, because here I wanted actually the labels. So we are going to shoot label here so we can have, we can see better, but it's still, I can make it a little bigger, the label there. Yes, because we don't see right. Let me bold it. Yes, we can see better. We can even put another color, but I think I'm going to keep them, we can even, I'm going to keep black. Okay, this is our map, and of course we can make it bigger so we can see the states better. But we are going to show the filter so we can choose also the state. We don't have to see all the states numbered if we don't want to. And here we have these are the populations, but we want to see the sales, so we can also go here and choose to show the summary. So we have 50 states, and the biggest sales 250, 912, as you see, the average, minimum, maximum, etc. And of course, when you hover over any states, they're going to tell you, the tooltips are showing you the number of the sales by South Dakota, for instance. So we know that the darker the color, the higher the sales. So we can see by Idaho, they have 10,079. They have, the biggest sales compared to the others because it's darker here. All right, this is our map. I hope you like it, but of course we can format a little more. For instance, we can choose to format the title to have something. Let's put it green. How about we put green? We put some borders. Let's put them green too. About that. Let's show the bigger one to make the difference. Okay. Of course, I have to okay that. Yes. And here we have our great map. And of course, as I said here, you can always, edit. Like here, if you don't like it the way it is, here you can just add US states with an S, and you can decide to bold it. See, it's going to change you the titles. How do you like our map? Okay, we can move it. It's dynamic. These are the sales of the US states. A little bit of formatting, a little bit of shading, yellow here, and a little bit, more bold everything. And as I said here, you can slide down and choose the states you want to see. If you remove, of course, it's going to disappear also there, you see. So usually I leave them all, so because we want to see, we have a good overview of all sales by states. Okay, I hope you like our map so far. Now we are going to do our first dashboard of this workbook number 4. So we click here, and here is the dashboard area. So we are going to choose here some default. I'm just going to choose the automatic. Again, we have performed a more complete dashboard before in the workbook number 2, part 7, where we could insert, icon, images, and URLs, etc. This one is going to be more simple. We are going to use it afterward for the completion of the workbook number 4. That's why I want to do our first dashboard here. So we have chosen the automatic view. We didn't have to resize. And here we have a thumbnail of all our sheets. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sheets. It's better to work with containers. So we are going to choose our container. First of all, I think this time I'm going to use 3 different sheets in one dashboard. I'm going to choose first a vertical one. So I drag and drop right here. Okay, here it is because you have to see that it came. And here we want to put, which one are we going to get? We're going to get this one, the dual line chart. This is the one I want. So I drag it here inside. And this is what we got. And here we have already two things in the legend. I'm not sure I'm going to keep everything. But let me drag another one. This time I'm going to get a vertical one. Like this. Let's get another one. And I want another one. I think I'm going to drag it here, if possible, here. So it looks like a mess right now. But I wanted to try the three sheets on one dashboard. Maybe you can do it like this. Okay. The thing is that I want also the title of the dashboard, you see. So I will have to decide what I want to keep, if I want to keep the title or not. As you can see here on this sheet, we have some forecast. First of all, let me go back to the original sheet. I hope you remember this one, but I did make the forecasting from 2022 until 2030. So we have the forecast of the sales, the sales and the profit over years, and it's by region. Okay, now if we go back to the dashboard, I just wanted you to know that we have all this. And here, by the legends, it's really disgusting, so I will have to remove some things. Alright, so here let's add our title, edit title, and Control A. Market sales by segment. Let me get that in the middle. We are going to center it just like that. Okay, this is our title. So we want to, and if you think it's like too tight, you can always grab it like this, if you can, and then you pull it down so it's bigger. So now I think it's still too much, so I'm going to decide to hide all titles. So, and here I can hide this one. I'm just going to keep here, and of course if you think that you don't see enough, this is what you're going to do. So I'm going to pull it up so that we can see better. And here what we can do is that we can also go here by tab layout and decide to add some borders, on each sheet you are going to select. You will see the borders. Let's make the border red, for instance. And as you can see here, we make them a little fat, and see we have already our border. When we select this one, same thing, sorry, we're going to choose this one also red, and we're going to make it more fat, so you can see we have our border. And this one, for this one, we can do the same. So we want some border here. We're going to do, let's do that also in red and more fat. And here we have all our borders. And here you can of course choose to shade your whole dashboard in green, but because I have so many sheets inside, you don't see it. So I don't need to put any background here. But for instance, by the title, you can of course decide to shade, to format the title by shading it, maybe in green, so the same color as your whole dashboard. Okay, this is, and if you want to make it bigger, you can also decide to hide here. This is our annotation, I hope you remember. And our map is dynamic. You can move around some stuff around. Here we can select the states, and here we have the states by color. And here of course it's going to change as soon as we want. But as you can see here I have profit and discount, and it's standing here profit discount shown. But if I do quantity, it's going to be changing here, you see. The thing is that I want it to be interactive with all the sheets. I'm going to do the map as a filter. It means when I select one state, it is, you know, changing everywhere. You see, this is what I wanted. This is what happens when we filter. You see, you can select whatever you want, and the change is happening, you know, on all sheets at the same time. And here, same thing. You can choose of course, you have to click again outside of the map to get everything back as before. And here, if you remove some states, it's going to be happening, you know, on the map. Okay, that's enough for our first dashboard in the workbook number 4, Market Sales Segment Information Dashboard Dynamic, which it is. And here, of course, we can remove this part right here when we want to see only our dashboard. And of course, we can also, let me go back to the dashboard. We can, you know, choose to unshow the film trip. Like this, just to choose to unshow the, you know, the film trip, so you have a bigger dashboard. And here we don't have a title right here. It's on purpose because as I said before, we are going to have multiple dashboard, and I want to call them 1, 2, 3, and 4, etc. And all we have to do now is to save our work for next time. All right, that's it. I hope you like this part. I hope you have learned something new. The rest is coming next, if God's willing. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.